I haven't done a video for a few days, and I didn't want to miss out on talking about Sailor, my granddaughter Sailor. I've been talking about the gift of love and the gift of our grandchildren. I wanted to leave a message for each one of our grandchildren, so I already talked about the other kids, but Sailor, this one's especially for you because you always remind me of your dad. And I loved watching your race online. Sailor, when you go out and you race BMX, and either your grandpa Max or your dad or your mom or your noni post on Instagram and our Facebook, and I get to watch the video, I'm always so excited, and I'll watch it 1 or 2 or 3 times, and I see you race around, and I always remember how your dad used to race around the track and how excited he would be to do the same exact thing that you're doing now. And I remember when you first started catching fish and you'd go with your dad, and you would be just like your dad, casting and learning how to slow reel and have it come along the bottom. And then when you started hooking your own fish, and you would tell me you had hooked your own fish, you had caught your own fish. So I think it's very cool, the great relationship you have with your dad, because when I first found our sailboat, I found it on Craigslist, and I was in Mexico. And I asked your mom and dad if they could go and they could check the boat out. So they went to San Diego, they checked the boat out. They called me and said, "Oh, it's beautiful. It's exactly what we need." I said, "Tell them we'll buy it on the spot. Tell them we'll take it." And they said, "Well, how about if you meet us here on your way back from Mexico?" So your Maymay and I, we came and we met him there. And your mom was sitting down in the cabin of the boat, 8 months pregnant with you. We got the boat, and it was months before we had it ready to sail again and everything in order. And then we started sailing it, and you got to come with us. And then our very best sailing day when we first got it on our first year was New Year's Eve. That year, New Year's Day, I guess it was New Year's Day. Phil and Deline and Jay and Bree and your Maymay and your mom and dad and me were all on it. And you, little Sailor, held in arms on that wonderful day. It was just beautiful in every single way, and so much of it because of you. Sailor, you've been a wonderful part of my life in so many areas, and I'm so very thankful for you. I'm thankful for the love you show. I'm so proud of you, not just because you're, the student of the month and those kind of things, but also because you're 10th in the state, and you get to wear that number 10 plate on your bike for the whole next year in BMX racing. I think that's incredible. But most of all, because you're just a wonderfully sweet girl. Your dad, he may not always seem like it now, but he was a wonderfully sweet boy. He really was. He was terrific. I always had fun being with him. And Sailor, I always have fun being with you. It's a blessing for me. And I've discovered in my life that if I want to experience the miracle of life, if I want to be the miracle of life, I need to make an effort at being sweet. I need to make an effort at being kind to others. I need to make an effort at loving other people. So I hope you'll always remember that when you make that extra special effort, when you push just a little bit harder, when you get to love just a little bit more, it's how we become the miracle in life. I love you, Sailor. Have an absolutely great day. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about Debbie and her trip to the hospital. What a scary few days we've had. Go out and be the miracle. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Go ahead and subscribe. This is episode 194. Tomorrow, episode 195 is going to be all about Debbie's trip to the hospital.